Yes. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being open to what you truly are. What we are is immense, magnificence, unlimited, universal presence. Because it is to that which appears. Yes, to that what you are appears the body-mind, the world, the universe. And it's that which is so perfect, that is naturally aware of all the data information that appears as hearing, seeing, sensing, without first needing a thought. Usually we have the sense of shrinking our attention into the tiniest little thing that they are not even physical but abstract, called thoughts, called feelings. And we have the power to do that simply because you are what you are. Unlimited freedom. Freedom to be small, and freedom to be what you are. Potential. Because what we are is neither small or large. It's potential. Otherwise it wouldn't be what it is. Free. So just for this moment, we're going to do some investigation that invites releasing that we wouldn't do, usually we wouldn't do by ourselves. But that here we can do as a group. So again, allow the body to be a very comfortable position. And perhaps you may still, even if the body is not moving, you may feel still a sense of movement that belongs to the realm of thinking. If that is the case, it's because perhaps the reason that you are experiencing the sense of movement, the sense of somehow going somewhere, is because it's appearing in a very calm, relaxed, but ground. ground of infinite depth. Remember, it's not what we are. They're only characteristics. Because what we are, we are. And if it can be described, it's not. All that we're, again, being aware is how it shines through, how it's being experienced. So just for this moment, allow yourself to simply be that which is naturally aware. It's naturally aware because it's naturally embracing. Allows for everything to be timelessly heard, timelessly seen, timelessly sensed. So notice the spaciousness, the stillness, in and on which that experiencing seems to arise and naturally dissolve. And as that, could you allow yourself to remember that what we call the world, as well as your personal world, and could you see if there is anything about the world that may be affecting you or bothering you, directly or indirectly. And could you allow yourself to review it? As both, perhaps, the general world or the personal world. And again, check and see if there is anything that somehow may arise, that the mind may offer. And notice that whatever arises in this awareness are images, sounds, sensations. They appear as sounds when you are not interested in the message or in the story. So just for this moment, let them be just that, sounds. And whatever is arising within you, could you embrace it? simply because is as it is. A projection of your mind. And if you feel somehow within you the sense of being hesitant to do so, could you notice that as well? Could you notice it for what it is? One more feeling, one more thought. Usually when we embrace things because they are as it is, somehow it releases the unnecessary stress, the unnecessary strain. From both, for you and the world. Yes, when you embrace it as it is, somehow it gets much easier to naturally release. Again, the unnecessary stress. And if isn't something that you cannot do anything about it, when you embrace it as it is, what you do is that we are somehow practically speaking, so to speak, in the language of the world. You get somehow yourself out of the way. No holding on to the unnecessary stress. The unnecessary effort. For both you and the world. So yes, when you're resting as that, whatever that is naturally aware, not only aware of experiencing, but aware of being aware. You're naturally embracing, releasing. As releasing is universal. That which releases is that which is free. It's not a body-mind releasing. On the contrary, all the density and unpleasantness that we might experience in the body is naturally released without needing to sense it, to understand it. And this happens when you are naturally more interested in being aware of being aware. Instead of simply being aware of sensing. And this is whatever is arising about a situation that might be somehow feeling uncomfortable, that might be happening in your personal life, or anything about the world in general. When you embrace it, when you love it, because it is as it is, you become a force. The will, not you, the will within you becomes a force. For positive outcomes. And it's when you naturally feel somehow aligned with the underlying harmony. That supports the entire projection that we call life. And you naturally become part of the solution instead of part of the problem or the situation or the circumstances. So could you welcome whatever this brings within you or inside of you? Could you just let it be all here, whatever it is, about your personal life, about the world in general? And can you notice, just see whatever the mind is offering her, images, sounds, sensations. And check and see if there is any sense at all, somehow, that usually happens, that comes with this, that invites the sense of somehow wanting to fix it or wanting to change it or wanting to improve it or wanting to control it. Wanting it to be different than the way it is. And just for this moment, and only the best you can, could you embrace it? Because it is as it is. And it's understandable that some of us may feel hesitant, may feel experiencing or the feeling of, yes, hesitant to do so. Could you notice that as well? Could you see it for what it is? One more feeling. One more thought. Yes, just rest as that, whatever that is. That is simply hearing, naturally and effortlessly going along with investigation, free from agenda, simply allowing what is natural. In this case, the releasing to happen naturally. You see, as release happens, maybe immediately or afterwards, if there is about whatever is arising on you, if there is an action that needs to be taken, when you open to the possibility to just embrace it, because it is as it is, again it gets much easier. As eliminates the unnecessary effort. The unnecessary stress or strain. Both. For you and the world. And if it's a situation that there isn't anything that you can do, when you embrace it as it is, what you do is that you're getting yourself again out of the way. naturally eliminating all stress, all effort. Not only to you, but to the world around you. So just for this moment, could you let it what is to be as it is? And if you can, only if you can, could you allow yourself to love it? As it is. And again, simply open to the possibility that when you do your best to love it as it is, no matter what, just allowing the will within you to be the force that it is, the force for positive, loving, harmonious change. This again is being what you are, that to which the world appears. The underlying harmonious foundation of what you call life. So again, whatever it is, whatever circumstance or situation in your life that somehow, whether it's in your personal world or you're feeling directly or indirectly bothered from the world, just for this moment, could you simply love it? Or can you simply be the love and let it be as it is? And that, as that which is able to embrace and love what is as it is, if you will have it your way, in other words, that you will like in the way you will like it to be, just for now, could you allow for that? whatever that might be that you would like it to be. Could you have it as though it is already like that? As if it is already that way. In other words, could you love what you will prefer? Yes, could you love what you would prefer? A different, happy outcome. A different, harmonious outcome. And as best as you can, could you turn it over to the power which is the way? We may call it beingness, openness, consciousness, God. The word doesn't matter. So just for now, could you simply offer your world and the world around you to the underlying power, the underlying grace that is the foundation that allows for everything to appear and that is already running everything, or apparently running everything. And just let's do it one more time. Allow yourself, as resting as what you are, that which is naturally aware, naturally open, naturally embracing. Could you allow yourself to invite the same thing or anything else that is happening either in the world or in your personal world and your within you and your personal experience. that somehow you would like it to be. Yeah, that somehow you would like to improve, change, or control. Simply notice whatever this brings inside you. Yes, and the best you can. Could you simply be relaxed, very lazy, let go of wanting to change it, or fix it, or control it. Whatever is arising, simply let it be, embrace it, because it is the way it is. Yes, when you allow it to be as it is, you're simply naturally opening to the natural force of the will, which is harmonious, loving, positive. Because it is the foundation, the background. It's simply that it is so loving, so patient, that is undemanding. Yet, it is as it is. So at this moment we are not looking away from it. We are somehow allowing it to shine, to be, because it is as it is. Yes, remember, just to the best of your ability, whatever circumstance appearing as challenging. You let it be, and you embrace it, because it is as it is. To the best of your ability. It goes a long way. And actually, as that, could you allow yourself to sense how it is that you would like it to be? if all that which appears as problems or difficulties were already resolved. And if it could be exactly as you would like it, and if so, in this moment, can you sense how it will look like, how it will sound like, or how it would feel? And could you simply welcome it and love it? Celebrate as it has already been accomplished. Yes, celebrate as already been accomplished. And again, just for now, and only the best you can, whatever it is there, could you let it all that go? Notice the emptiness, the openness. And turn it all to the power that is the way. The singular will. Yes. It's turning it over to perfection itself.